John 14:6, Jesus says, "I am the way and the truth and the life." And many of us have focused on studying and understanding the truth of Jesus, and rightly so, because he is the truth who sets us free. And I think often we aspire to the life of Jesus, but that life can feel out of reach. Like, how can I ever live a life that looks like Jesus? But for many of us, we have kind of overlooked the way of Jesus. We've forgotten that there was a very intentional pattern to the way that Jesus lived his life, that he gathered with people in a certain way, that he lived his life in a certain rhythm, that there was a particular intentional way to the way he made disciples and reached the lost and carried out his mission. And what I've found is that when we learn the way of Jesus and bring that together with the truth of Jesus, that it produces more of the life of Jesus in us. My name is Bob Rognlien. I've been a Lutheran pastor for over 30 years. And for most of those years, I've been leading people on unique immersion pilgrimages, following the footsteps of Jesus through the land of Israel and Palestine. And in those trips, we follow Jesus' life chronologically, and we draw on the history and the archaeology and the culture of those places to illuminate the way of Jesus so that we can understand the truth of Jesus more fully and ultimately live the life that Jesus has set for us. I've recently published a new book. It's called Recovering the Way. And like the trips, it follows the life of Jesus, first looking at the background of Jesus' world, then at Jesus' birth, at Jesus' hometown, at his baptism and his temptation, his return to Galilee, the way that he carried out his mission of making disciples and seeking and saving the lost, and then his triumphal entry into Jerusalem and all the tumultuous events of that final week of his life, and ultimately his death and resurrection. The book is 12 chapters, and each of those chapters is broken into 3 specific parts. First of all, the way digs into the history, archaeology, and culture. And then the second part is the truth, and that's where we apply the insights of that material to specific gospel texts. And then the last part of each chapter is called the life, and that's where we apply those insights to our lives today. The book is 350 pages, so it's pretty in-depth. It has a number of illustrations, maps, and charts, so it's got over 100 visual elements in the book. It's written to be helpful to pastors and teachers, but it's also written in a way to be accessible to everyday people. It's the kind of book you can read from beginning to end, or you can dip into the specific chapter that hits on that aspect of Jesus' life that you're focusing on. I hope it'll be helpful to you as it has been to a number of people already. You can find the book on Amazon.com, or you can find out more information at my website, bobrognlien.com. So I hope it's helpful to you. Thanks for listening.